Certainly, the Lewis and Clark expedition, 1804-1806, was one of the most daring and consequential journeys in American history. Commissioned by President Thomas Jefferson. After the Louisiana Purchase, the mission aimed to explore, map, and establish a route to the Pacific Ocean while documenting the land's resources, wildlife, and Native American tribes. Here's the true story of their perilous adventure. The mission begins, preparing for the unknown. In 1803, President Jefferson chose his personal secretary, Captain Meriwether Lewis, a skilled frontiersman, to lead the expedition. Lewis then selected Captain William Clark, a seasoned soldier and mapmaker, as his co-commander. Together, they assembled the American Corps of Discovery, a team of about 40 men, including soldiers, interpreters, and Clark's enslaved man, York, who played a crucial role in diplomacy with native tribes. They set out from St. Louis, Missouri on May 14, 1804, traveling up the Missouri River in a 55-foot keelboat and two smaller pirogues. Dangers along the Missouri River. The journey was fraught with challenges. Deadly encounters. Near present-day South Dakota, the expedition faced a tense standoff with the Teton Sioux, who demanded tribute for river passage. Only Clark's firm diplomacy averted violence. Harsh weather. Brutal winters forced them to camp for months. In 1804 and 1805, they endured freezing temperatures at Mount Fort Mandan, North Dakota, where they met Sacagawea, a Shoshone woman who became their guide and interpreter. Grizzly bears. Near Montana, Lewis and his men had terrifying encounters with grizzlies, which they initially thought could be scared off like black bears until one chased Lewis into a river. Crossing the Rockies, starvation and struggle. By August 1805, the expedition reached the Continental Divide. They traded with the Shoshone. Sacagawea's brother was a chief, for horses, but soon faced starvation in the Mount Bitterroot Mountains. Forced to eat wire candles, horses, and even a colt, they barely survived before reaching the Nez Perce tribe Force, who saved them with food. To the Pacific and back. On November 7, 1805, after descending the Columbia River, Clark famously wrote in his journal, "Ocean in view. Oh, the joy!" They built Fort Clatsop, Oregon, and endured a miserable rain-soaked winter before returning east in 1806. The return journey split into smaller groups. Lewis explored the Marias River and had a deadly skirmish with Blackfeet warriors, the only violent conflict of the expedition. Clark's group reunited with the Nez Perce and mapped the Yellowstone River. Turquimwan, legacy of the expedition. Mapped the West. Produced the first accurate maps of the Northwest. Diplomacy. Established peaceful relations with many native tribes, though some later suffered from U.S. expansion. Scientific discoveries. Documented more than 78 new plants, and 122 animal species, including the grizzly bear, prairie dog, and bighorn sheep. Lewis and Clark returned as national heroes on September 23, 1806, having traveled wide over 8,000 miles in 2 years, 4 months, and 10 days. Though Lewis later died under mysterious circumstances, possibly suicide, their journey remains a monumental feat of exploration. Would you like any additional details on specific events or members of the expedition?